Oh, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good day, whatever time it is in your part of the planet. Thank you for being here. I'm so excited to do another live where I'm answering people's questions on the Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness Facebook group page. And, you could be the one who gets your question answered. Then, I do this as a service to you to kind of demonstrate my skills and abilities because, you may not know me. I want you to have readings with me. Really, I really want you to have readings with me. There's no good reason why you shouldn't have a reading with me because I go in with a heart full of compassion for you and where you are in your path and what life has done with you and what your experience has been. I go in without judgment, without fear, without any resistance to you. I'm looking from the point of view of your soul about why your life is the way it is and what is the higher purpose of what you've been experiencing. And I really want to be able to transmit information and energy to you that's going to be helpful, healing, uplifting, practical, useful, applicable, that kind of thing. And the whole point of getting a reading is if it's not that, then what's the point? I mean, really. It has to be useful. It has to be practical. And you have to come out of it feeling respected and uplifted and elevated and dignified. Your path is as worthy as anybody else's path. I am no better or worse than you. We are equals. I am just putting these skills, talents, and abilities to work for you for your benefit. And so I'm just looking to transmit a message either from my guides or from your soul or from your guides, especially your Akashic records. I'm looking at your guides. And speaking of which, I think I will open the records of this group. So I'm going to say my Akashic records prayer to open the records of this group and those present throughout time. And we'll get it started from there. All right. So I recommend that while I'm doing this prayer, you either look into my eyes or you close your eyes and be with the energy of the prayer. Just be in the energy of the prayer. Whatever state you're in is absolutely fine. Next. If you feel something, great. If you don't feel anything, great. We can still go forward. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with me. It's all right. All right. By the power of divine light within me and within all of us, this group present today, by the power of divine light within us, come, Spirit, Spirit of light, Spirit of truth, for the highest good of all throughout time, fill my heart as I humbly ask permission to open the divine portal to the highest realm of the Akashic record for those present throughout time. Akashic beings guide those present throughout time to the deepest truth of their being, releasing any blocks and restrictions to their abundance and highest good. Great Creatress, assist those present to fully embody their soul's mind, to fulfill their soul's purpose, and to heal any accumulated karma. Surround those present with the enlightenment and wisdom of their Akashic masters, teachers, and clearly Forgot this. Clearly. I can't believe I forgot the word. Clearly direct those present, those actions and perceptions, but manifest their individual mind because Akashic beings of light guide to the deepest truth of it, releasing any blocks and restrictions to their abundance and highest good. Great Creatress, assist those present throughout time to fully embody our soul's life, fulfill our soul's purposes, and to heal any accumulated surrounding those present of Akashic masters, teachers, clearly directing those present to the perceptions and actions that manifest their Akashic beings releasing any blocks and restrictions to their great interest. Body, soul, mind, surround clearly. Bring judgment. You are now filled with love, yourself being in this space. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. I'm hoping you have a question for me. Whole big doing this is to be of service and put my gifts, talents, and abilities to use for you and for whoever is watching this throughout time. I always post the recordings of these on YouTube, so they are visible for you and others later on. Check in. So when I'm waiting for information to show up on Facebook or sometimes in the morning, a lot of mornings, I read my own book, Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness, an Akashic Records Guide to Living a Fulfilled Life. I want you to know your beautiful soul because that is what is moving us along. That is what's presenting us with challenges the soul, it has divine and decided what this life is going to be about, what kind of challenges are going to be presented, and who we're going to be challenged by, and who we're going to be in relationship with. So, it's a good idea to get to know the energy, the light of your soul, and you get to know this intimately when you work with this book. This is 360 pages of channeled information on different topics, all that are very, very helpful for you. It's like working with disappointment and sadness, or my will versus divine will. If the days you're going crazy, I got a chapter for that. Because some days it's like I'm going crazy. I can't. Things are not making sense. It's very difficult. There's a chapter on your spiritual heart. I mean, this really tells you what's going on with your spiritual heart and how you can connect with your spiritual heart, just bigger than your physical heart or your heart chakra. It's more powerful, it's bigger, it's more useful to you. You can activate your spiritual heart in tricky situations and really have it help you a whole lot. Sometimes you have to read the chapter on loving your fear, because the truth is everything that bothers us, when we learn to love it, to receive its messages, to not fight with it or resist it, when we learn to love it, then we can transform it. And actually, transformation happens as a natural consequence. It's not even any effort. It's just like, oh, of course I'm fearful. I'm feeling up. Great, this is going to happen, or that's going to happen, or this is not going to happen. I'm not going to get what I want. I'm afraid. When I can love those parts of me that are fearful, everything looks so beautiful. It's just terrific. Transitioning between states of consciousness. I mean, we're transitioning between states of consciousness all day long. Good morning, Stephanie Ansley Miller. Sweet hugs to you. So going south is a good chapter if you're feeling crazy. There are chapters on soul consciousness, next steps. There's a chapter called Living as Your Soul. That's chapter 15. That is an in-depth chapter, very experiential, and you begin to experience for yourself what it's like to live as your soul. What's the difference between the way you as a personality react and respond to life and the way your soul responds to life, and what's being presented to you for the day. There's a chapter on prayer. There's a chapter on a discussion of gender. Some of these chapters, I swear to you, I felt like this is above my pay grade. How the soul is constructed was one of those chapters. It starts getting a little esoteric, but it's very understandable. And so it's not going to be a big reach for most of the readers. And since it's channeled energy that comes through the chapter, it helps you get what's going on there. Chapter number 2 is the most important chapter in the book, and that's how to read your Akashic records. Getting started and opening your Akashic records, and who the players are your masters, teachers, and loved ones in your Akashic records. Who are the Akashic beings of light? Who is the great creatress? The Akashic beings of light they oversee our practices and our excursions into our Akashic records. And help us work safely and effectively in our Akashic. And the Akashic beings of light call the divine, supreme divine, the great creators. Now, you can call the divine whatever you want to call the divine. I do not care. But this is what the Akashic beings of light use for the divine feminine. She who created us. And I love that it's a female version because that is the energy that's present in our world these days. And people asking questions. I'm ready for some questions. Who's got a question? I would love to answer your question. And Marco Kurganski, you're here. Thank you so much. I'm just thrilled that all of you showed up this morning. So let's go over some more things in this book. In the Akashic, you get to find out information about everything that your soul has ever said, thought, or done in all of your incarnations and everything in between. It's a massive, vast storehouse of information, Akashic records about you, about who you are, and what your soul is up to, and how your soul has created circumstances to help you and it evolve. Because as you evolve, there's your soul. And as your soul evolves, you evolve. It's like you keep each other pace, just it's like you both are climbing up at the same time. You both are expanding. And it's really valuable to know why your soul put this person in your life and what was the idea behind that, what was the purpose, perhaps upset parents or a relationship that you're having. Your lifetime may have a theme of finding out about nature and loving despite circumstantial situations, loving people as their soul, loving as your soul, loving their soul. That learning how to give and receive so much love, gratitude. Perhaps it's authority without sacrificing your life. Okay, we've got a question. We had a transition in the extended family. How can I be supportive and stay within my own experience? Having me call in your divine self, so I can look at the energy. Right? Well, you mean somebody died? It's okay to say somebody died. Oh, so grief and the change in the family structure can be very unusual. People want to use those terms for people dying, they passed, they crossed the veil, they, transitioned, they went over. Listen, people die. They died. It's all right to say that. It's an acceptable term. And their body died. And so it's going to shake up the relations in the family and relationships and structure in the family. So, you love everyone anyway, especially for you, Stephanie. It's just really being able to see beyond any reactions you might have in yourself or beyond what you're feeling, your grief. Just to expand to include, really expand on that emblem all over the bringing forth soul consciousness Facebook page, and it's my guide's motto: expand to include. That way, you have you, and you're big enough to take in the experience of others. You don't sacrifice. Good morning, Van Ram. Nice, Van Ram. Thank you for being here. Sorry if I butchered your name. I like to get names right, but I don't have my glasses on, so it's kind of difficult right now. So, Stephanie, honor the grief that's going on people and understand that it might amplify some of the emotional content and experience of people. And one of the things that's often an opportunity when there's a death in the family is that you get closer. It may not last forever, but there's a closeness there, a drawing together, unifying, and it needs each other, and it needs itself as the group to get through this, and use your skills, Stephanie, to see if you can connect with the person who crossed over, right? Past, transitioned. See if you can connect with that person and see what they're doing, experiencing. It's good to be accepting of grief yourself. Absolutely. Don't fight it. It's there. It'll rise up. It'll dissipate. It'll rise up. It'll dissipate. It's every now and then it might swamp your boat and take over everything, and you will be like, "Oh my God, there's no getting out of this." Yeah, that's right. There's no getting out of it, and that's part of what life's about: is to be with your feelings and be okay with that. And of course, you feel you may feel angry, you may feel upset, you may feel anticipation, you may feel cautious. Yeah. I mean, when someone dies, we all get there really kind of go, oh, we're expendable. We are all going to face death at some point. That's right. That's how it works. We're going to all face death at some point. And I guess it's unanticipated that this person died, and that makes it a little trickier. So, just so that some of the new people on this Facebook page, I welcome you. I'm so happy to have you here. I honor your presence. I would love to share my gifts, talents, and abilities with you here. And one thing is people write their questions in the comments, and I answer. And I have been doing readings for, I was saying 34 years, and then I looked at like, oh no, it's 36 years. I've been doing readings a long time. So I have a lot of experience and a lot of compassion for how what life puts us faces are kind of tricky. And I've been through a lot of things, a lot of loss, a lot of gain, a lot of health issues, a lot of spiritual growth. I've explored a lot of been trained well in energy sensing. So that is one of the things that are great part of it. And most all your lifetimes and everything you've done in between. So there's a lot of information in there. We love it. So all you have to do, you folks, is write your question in the comments. You're welcome. Shows up for live. It's on live every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific time. I do the show. And we get computer is buffering a lot, which is kind of elective, but I might have to restart it after we're done. So reconnects with what's going on. We all get to feel a reaction. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know, there are no stupid questions. Every question is valuable. Stephanie writes, our souls are eternal, so transition makes most sense to me for the actual design by death. I agree. It's really good. And it is, you're right. And transitioning from one state of consciousness to another is an interesting process. And my guide suggests that while you're doing that, open the back of the head and neck, you know, back of the head, bend your neck here. Leave this section here at the upper shoulders, right at the tops of the shoulder blades. That's where the guides come through and come into you. And so if you can keep that open periodically and let yourself absorb the information that's sent to you, that would be helpful also, because you're doing a transition. Your whole family is adjusting to different connections, because one connection has been part of the group. You're all tied together with lines of light, connections, crisscrossing and so forth through each other. And now there's one not there, so you have to figure out a new way. It's really what's going. And that's why the challenge gets kind of tricky essence. It's all right to be said. And we treat it almost like we're supposed to get well within 2 to 3 weeks, like a cold or flu. I should be over it. It doesn't work that way. It often takes much to settle the situation. All right, so Akashic beings in light want you to know that utmost respect and care. There is judgment here. It's that safe, sanctuary space. You are, you know. And we would say to you, that knowing what you know is very important and empowering. Some decided you don't want to. She- she- And you close your eyes yourself. Open bases of your feet. And there is a literal shifting of balance points because of the shift of planets and energy that's present. And as you adapt, as you change, transition from question. And place is the province of the soul. Very useful. Very, very useful. I need to talk a little bit about some of the activities in my calendar here. I have a lot going on here and the upcoming days and weeks. So the next time I'm doing an expo, I do the Soul Search Enlightenment expos, where I do live reads at a very, very affordable price. And I also give talks on my book, Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness. And I talk about the soul and soul consciousness and the Akashic records. And I give out coupons for reduced rate private readings that we set up on schedule. And so the next event is, it's a one-day event, Sunday, August 4th, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. in Burlingame at the Embassy Suites out by the airport on Anza Boulevard. easy to get to. It's right close to the freeway, and it's a nice location. Really good parking, and it's pretty space, which makes them. I do psychic readings there, about 20 minutes. Psychic readings for $6. I do Akashic readings to go about half an hour for only $75. My normal rate is $200. So, you know, you kind of get an idea of what a savings it is. It's, I wouldn't call it a bargain because sometimes that sounds like cheap. It's, you get the full string, you realize and so that's August 4th, just one day, Sunday, August 4th, every 6 p.m. Every 6 weeks at the airport, and if you sign up in advance, which is one way soul consciousness, something there for soul search, then you can get in for free. Otherwise, they just want to know what your email address is so they can book it to you. That's basically it. The next event I'm doing is the following weekend, Saturday, August 10th in Dublin at the Holiday Inn Dublin-Pleasanton on Regional Street. And that's the next Soul Source Enlightenment Expo. I could be doing the one, I'll be giving the talk. Let's see, I'm giving a talk Saturday at 12 in Dublin at the Burlingame show on Sunday, the 4th of August. I'm speaking at 11 a.m. Catch me. But I do that because, you know, a lot of people come to the talk and want readings afterwards. And you can buy my book at the show and you get a signed or an autographed copy, and it'll have this sticker on it, and that makes me more valuable. And the book is only $24 in a text form. It's various rates when you get the audiobook, anywhere from $18 to $22, something like that. Anyway, so after the Dublin show on August 10th, I'm going to be at they call it the Santa Cruz Hilton, but it's really Scotts Valley. And, you know, it's all about marketing, right? September 28th and 29th. And I will be at that show. Those shows are going from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. That show gets busy. That's really busy. So you might have to wait a while to get your readings. So you want to get there early. I will be talking on Saturday at 1 p.m. I'm talking about soul consciousness and the Akashic records in my book. How you can look up the records and all that using this book. On this list of events on the Facebook Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness group page is all the connections to where you can get the book as an audiobook. Storytel, Kobo, Apple Books, Walmart, Nook audiobooks.com, Blvd, hoopla, GooglePlay, all these places where you can go to get this book. And I happen like I spent a lot of money going to a professional studio to work with a real recording engineer to get a great recording of this book because I'm narrating. And I've never narrated a book before in my life. I'm a total beginner, and he took me through it and really produced it myself. And I went because the different chapters. Some are written by the Akashic beings of light, some are written or channeled by Anubis, my guide, and some are channeled by the great creatress. And when whoever channeled that particular chapter, I bring through their energy as if I'm channeling it for the first time. So that the text is filled with energy and it really comes through my voice on the audio. All right, the last show I'm doing is in San Rafael on October 5th and 6th. Oh, not quite the last one, but I will be here at the Embassy Suites in San Rafael. It's just off of Highway 101, easy to get to, great parking again. And I will be speaking at that show on Saturday. And final show is in November. Oh, Santa Clara. Yeah. In Santa Clara, Parkway at the Hilton Santa Clara. And that is on November 9th and 10th. So I'll be at the show both days, and I'm speaking on Saturday at 12. So anyway, I think that's enough. But the shameless self-promotion just seems to be necessary, but I really want you to have the opportunity to get a low-cost reading and really experience me in person. Some people feel that's very important. I know, and I have experienced this through thousands of readings that I've all over the world. People in India, England, Denmark, Sweden, Australia, Austria, a lot of readings through, and the United States, of course, and Canada. Readings, the energy comes through no matter where you are and no matter where I am. It's always present. The divine love is always with us. So there's no shortage. There's no restriction. There's no rules or regulations about where the energy can and cannot go. And so it works. And I do like doing readings on Zoom because I record it for you and you get a copy. So you can really be in the experience of the reading, because in the Akashic records, energy first, information second. Energy first, information second. So I think that's enough for me. All right, much love to you. Thank you for being with me. It's my pleasure. Thank you, folks. Thank you, all of you on YouTube. I really appreciate you. And do subscribe, like, and subscribe my channel, because I need that to get the numbers up. All right. I'm not getting paid. I've been doing this for 5 years and I'm not getting paid. So this is for you.